What's going on, guys? I'm here with one of my clients, Max, who literally closed 113K in video deals, 73K of which he closed last Thursday in one day. 73K in a day.
That's right, yeah.
Dude, how was that? Like, what was the experience on that?
Dude, it was amazing. I mean, I've never experienced anything like that within my business, and the win of doing that has, the boost it's given to my morale within the business this last week even has just been insane. So
I love
awesome.
it. I love it, dude. For anybody who doesn't know you, do you mind just giving them some background on you, your story, how you got into this, all that?
Yeah, for sure. So I've been doing videography kind of as a hobby for since I was a kid. And over the past 18 months, I kind of started my own business, just doing freelance work and doing weddings and a couple different real estate shoots here and there. But, recently I definitely wanted to, take more time to be able to grow my business, to scale it and stuff like that. I'm actually out here in Utah, in Salt Lake City. And so there's a lot of videographers here, a lot of successful videographers here, and I have a lot of role models around me. But because of that, it made me really want to, do better on my business and, help it grow. So
yeah, I think a lot of people would be like, well, it's too saturated, right? It's like, clearly it's not for people who know what they're doing. So
yeah, absolutely. That's what I thought. I totally thought it was oversaturated before.
Yeah. That's, I mean, and kind of what was the biggest, because I know you joined with us, what, 2 months ago-ish, maybe around there?
Yeah, 2 or 3 months, yep.
Yeah, so I guess what was kind of the biggest problem you had coming into the program?
I'd say the biggest thing is just customer acquisition and then inconsistency with revenue. I felt like I was only making money obviously per project, and so my amount of money I'd make one month compared to another was crazy. One month I'd make $10,000 and the next I'd make $2,000, and I didn't know. It was really hard to plan for the future without having that consistency and having consistent leads and growth,
Well, it's double fold, right? Because it's you have consistent leads now and consistent calls, and you have retainers that are consistent as well. That'll just keep compounding to the point where you're just going to run into a point where you just can't take on more people, right? Which is a good problem to have.
Right.
And I guess what have you tried in the past, to try to get more leads or more calls or more clients or whatever there?
Yeah, one is definitely just cold calls, looking up information for different companies, calling them and asking them. Word of mouth, talking to different friends and family to see if they need anything in their businesses. So yeah, just kind of the classic, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just going to call people,
Yeah, yeah. How does it feel now to have, because for me, when I first put it in place, I could sleep better at night, being to be honest with you. How does it feel now to have something that you can put a certain amount of money in and then get a certain amount of clients out at the end of the day?
Yeah, absolutely. That was probably the biggest part that I was really curious to see if it would actually work. I didn't know, I'd never had tried an ad funnel before. I'd never tried doing anything like that, and so I was almost skeptical about will I actually get consistent leads? And recently that has been the case. It's so much better when you literally have 2 new people in your inbox every day that you can just talk to and are interested,
Yeah, for me, it made me feel less desperate, less needy, because I'm like, dude, I know I'm gonna get 2 today. I know I'm gonna get 2 tomorrow, the next day. So it's if you don't close a deal or somebody's trying to get you to go cheaper, you just say, no, I'm good, because you have more coming down the pipeline, which is a huge form of leverage,
Yeah.
And then I guess when you first found us, I guess what kind of made you go with this program over maybe some of the other programs out there? What kind of caught your eye?
I think one of the biggest things is I liked how you guys have a really good team built out with multiple different coaches that are able to help with different specialized different things, a coach specific for helping with sales, one for ads, and as well just the structure and the layout with having set things I needed to do every single week to be able to grow my business, a very set action items for every week. That was the biggest thing for me, because I struggle to know what I should be doing in each present moment and breaking it down. And so I saw that within the program, saw that that's something you guys do, and I felt like it would set me up for success because of that.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I've joined a lot of programs in the past too where I'm I don't really know what I'm doing, and there's no direction, and for me that wasn't helpful either. So I loved it. Love that you said that, dude. And I guess where do you feel maybe you would have been if you hadn't maybe taken the jump, invested in yourself? Obviously it's a big investment, but where do you think you might have been if you hadn't done that or taken the leap?
I don't think I would have grown any more than I already was at. I felt like I was at a very a plateau within my business, with the amount of clients I could take on. For a while I was just completely relying on doing wedding videos, and so I really do feel like I would still be in the same spot I was before I started, just continuing to search for more projects and doing it on a project to project basis. So
what are we shooting for revenue this year, man? Or next year rather? It's almost 2025.
Our goal is to get to over 100,000 per month. So you know, over $1 million in a year. So
Yep. And your minimum package is what, like 25-ish?
our minimum is 30,000.
Okay. So then you're going to need how many clients to get there at that point?
So, I mean, and honestly, the most popular and the one we've sold the best is over $40,000. So
Yeah.
I would say that, you know, we would need probably like, what would that be, like 15 clients, 16,
15, 20 clients. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would even say, because we're going to talk about this obviously on our coaching sessions, but like even raising those prices, because like you don't just want more clients. It's like, how do we go from 40 to like 80K or 100K, right? Or 200K. And then we just keep bumping that up. So you don't have to take on as many clients, but you have clients that are paying you more at the end of the day, which is huge. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And last question, I guess, if anybody is maybe like on the fence about maybe even just like booking a call with us and like speaking about the program, like what advice would you give them kind of being on the other side of that now? Yeah,
I mean, I would say that if you really feel like you are like at a point in your business where you can't really see and you don't know how you're going to scale to be a $1 million a year business, like that's everyone's dream, right? And I feel like if you're really at that point where that's where what you want, then you should definitely book a call, because I feel like the groundworks and like the plan and the path for you to follow that will get you there within Master Filmmaker is very clear and very set. And it's not like it's like I never have felt like it's just like, oh, here's what you should do. Good luck. You know, you got this, you got it, and just have me do it myself. I feel like with the coaching, with the done with me part of it, I felt like I've had a very clear path of success where you guys have helped me along the way. I never felt alone in this process, right?
I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I figured you'd probably get faster results if we help you do it than just like tell you what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I was gonna say is like doesn't matter if you have moments of discouragement, like you will break through it and you will find success. Like, and I feel like that's what I found here with Master Filmmaker.
Dude, 73K in a day is nothing to scoff at. So hope you're buying yourself something nice after the next one, dude. I love it. Yeah. Well, dude, I appreciate your time. We'll do another one of these when you're at $1 million a year, and we'll go from there.
Alrighty.